I knew you were going to ask that question about this hoodie, dude.
Yeah.
Some other nerd asked me that same question one time.
Oh,
was that a misprint?
Yeah.
No.
Points at Tim's. Are those Yeezys?
Good God. That sounds about right. So, my brother got that internship. Well, he's like, I think he has it like 60%.
No, hell yeah.
But he got the one with Timberland in New Hampshire.
Oh, good.
It's going to be big stepping in Tim's, dude.
Yeah.
Like Caleb.
Yeah, he'll be swagalicious.
You can be Caleb's Tim plug.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Dude, I could see your brother rocking Tim's. I could see your brother rocking basically anything.
Yeah.
Like he could wear Kleenex boxes on his feet and be like, yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, he might be into that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I could see that. We just got done with a wild weekend.
Yeah, a lot happened.
Yeah,
first we had Hinton, Cedar Lake.
Yep.
Went up there, got Liddy for show.
Yes.
Somehow my shirt got taken off again.
Sure did. And I'll never hear the end of it if I don't confront you about this. A cowboy hugged you, and you had a visible boner from the crowd.
I had a boner.
Yeah, you were bricked up when your shirt was off.
I have a big dick.
That's not it. That's definitely not it.
I had a boner up there.
It sure looked like it.
Really?
It looked like there was going to be a hole in your pants if there were any more blood vessels flowing that direction.
I did not have a boner. No.
There may or may not be photographic evidence on someone's phone.
Oh, that's funny. No, he whispered something in my ear. I don't remember, but it was he wanted to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get down over there.
Yeah, and then that lady came with her hand in her pants.
Ew, I didn't see that.
And she was like jerking off. Like she put her hand in her pants and was like jerking herself off.
Yeah, there were a couple comments flying at this one where I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was different.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It was a good time hanging with comics, though.
Oh, yeah. A lot of good faces showed up.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good time. And then it all led to just the disaster that was 420.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Yeah. That blows.
Yeah. There was a lot of confusion and anger. And then a few of us just like caught in the middle being like, well, this is funny.
Well, that's crazy what they're doing.
Yeah, the highlight of my 420 show was getting Wingstop with Cody and Brett in the middle of the show. It was nice.
You did time though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I did 5 minutes to about a third of the crowd that was there for first hour and a half.
Yeah.
I got there at 5:45. I think I left at like 10:15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. Golly.
No live pod was recorded either.
Oh my gosh.
Because she goes, the lady who ran the place was like, anything you guys need, just let me know. If you need to plug in, you got to talk to someone first because the electricity is a little wonky out here. I was like, all right, well.
This is fucking strike one.
That's not going to happen, is it?
Yeah.
But, whatever. Wingstop was like a 6 out of 10, so I'll take it.
Best thing of the night.
I will say, watching Cody just like in public never ceases to amaze me. He's so funny, like unknowingly.
So, do we eat the wings and you tell us when to stop?
Well, we were picking up food for the other comics, and he placed the order. First of all, he placed the order online while at a table in Wingstop, which seemed like the least efficient way to go, but he wanted to eat, so I get it. And then it finishes, and it said estimated time was like 48 minutes. And he was like, oh, that's a problem. It's like, maybe I can talk to him and get him to chop it down. So he at one point, he looks at us. He's like, I'm going to go check on it. And he walks up to the counter and like, Wingstop's not a big place. And he just stands at the counter and he goes, is it done or no? And like the whole place heard him. And then just like, I don't know, he'll zone out and just start like doing like moving his hands all weird. And he's completely zoned out. And he's dancing to music like in line with people. And he's massive. He's the biggest person in that room by far.
Was he doing the jaw thing he does where he goes like...
Yeah, there was some of that, yeah. It was very funny.
Yeah, he's always a trip in public.
Yeah, and then like the wings were just like somewhere between room temperature and barely not. Yeah.
Usually they're fucking piping hot and you have to wait forever on them.
I know. I prefer that.
Yeah.
It's nicer. This was, I was none too pleased. But whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Freaking A, man.
How was performing for lesbians?
You know. There was jokes that hit and there was jokes that did not hit. But I learned this is what else I learned a lot.
What kind of stuff did you learn?
They were like huge into puns. I had like 2 of the worst pun jokes.
Yeah.
And they all were like, wow, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And like all of my zingers, you know, like all my good material just went flat. And I'm like, I was just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, wordplay never doesn't work.
Yeah, it was always, it was like wordplay was, I think Julie caught on to that because she was doing a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And she was killing for, 45 minutes. But they were getting wild.
I only did a guest spot, so I did like 5 minutes, and I spent maybe a minute of it roasting Caden James. Because he got up, it was like in a garage, and so he got up to like stand outside during my set, and on his way out, he was like, "This guy stinks." And I was like, "Shut the fuck up, Caden." I was like, "You thought because of the spotlight I wouldn't see you?" And I look at the rest of the crowd, I'm like, "This is the longest show ever, and he's getting no time." It's like, good luck getting booked, champ.
Oh my god. Holy shit. He was probably just like, fuck.
We were a good sport about it.
Okay.
I think
Good,
by
good.
that time, he could just sense the like agony of all of us just being, because without naming any names, the headliner showed up and he was like disturbed at the amount of comics expecting to do time.
Yeah.
Because he brought 3 with him. It basically got double booked.
Okay.
So like the booker was like, yeah, everyone's just gonna do like 15, 20 minutes, and he was like, no, they're not. And he was like, well, I was told to fill an hour and a half. And he's like, no, you weren't.
Fuck.
He was just like,
Fuck.
He was like, we're going to do our time. And then you guys can do whatever. So that's what happened. And it was so funny because like, he was like, who's hosting? And Caleb was like, me. And he's like, all right, we'll just do a shotgun start. And Caleb goes, what is that? And the guy was so annoyed. And finally, Brett was like, it's just where the person brings up the next person. You don't have to keep coming up. He was just like, oh, awesome.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
We're just going to do a shotgun start. You're the host. What is that?
Brett, she might not love me saying this, but Brett didn't know that the headliner had like a disability where he like shakes. And Brett was like, after he walked away, Brett was like, he seemed really cold. We were like, no, he has a disability. She was like, oh my God.
This next comic's so excited to come up. They're literally shaking.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
She just won Roastamania.
Yeah. Against Maverick.
Oof.
Yeah.
She was sweating. The report from the field is that Michael Dunn self-sabotaged himself.
Yeah.
John and Maverick were at each other's throats, with Maverick winning.
Yep.
And then Brett had better jokes. I mean, that's just the report.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
That's the...
It's just the intel I'm getting on this side.
Yeah. Well, congrats to Brett.
Congrats to Brett. She wants to come on the pod, too.
Good.
That's what I told her.
Yeah, she'll be good.
It's like, we've been trying to get you.
Yeah, just can't, just she gets out of there,
She's slippery.
Yeah.
Does her time and bounces.
Yeah, dude. I remember when she ran her time at the Bricktown and she came up to talk to us. She kept like going like 10 feet away, then coming back.
Yeah.
Then going 10 feet away, then coming back, and then leaving.
I think she thinks people don't like her, and I told her last night, I was like, we've been fans since like, I was like, we talked about having you on the pod like the second time we saw you do stand-up.
Yeah.
I was like, you're funny. Just,
Yeah.
everything's fine.
Dude.
It's very funny. She did do 5.5 minutes at the Bricktown Comedy open mic. That was awesome.
She, at the venue, she like came by after, and I was talking to her. And she was like, was that good or something? Like she said something and I was like, you're funny.
Yeah.
Like, why are you're hilarious. And then she was like, oh, that means a lot coming from you. And like, she gave me a dig and I was like, okay, but you're funny. Like, I like you. I like you a lot. You know, I try to tell her, I'm like, Tyler and I, we love you.
We're fans.
Yeah.
I just found out she's Jewish.
Really?
Yeah. I have a shalomi in the scene, dude. It's nice.
Yeah, something to relate with.
Maybe she's more Jewish than me and people just start ripping on her.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'll just fade into the background. Just offer her up as a sacrificial lamb.
You are.
Sacrifice. Didn't even mean to do that. Yeah.
Good.
Jews used to do that a lot.
Yeah, sacrifice the old lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah. They put it on their doorstep, right?
Just for Passover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to bring that back, man. Just come on.
Passover?
No, the lamb thing, you know?
Oh. No, that's okay. We're good.
Okay.
I don't want to go through all that.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was like I really had to, if you really had to slaughter a lamb and spread its blood on your doorway, okay. But, you know.
Dude, this weekend, my buddies and I were doing a bar crawl around Norman. And I think I'm going to bring Greg. Papa Greg.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
See how long he lasts.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone has actually crawled in a bar crawl.
Oh, yeah.
Got to.
Last one, just like, we're making it to Yo Pablo.
Come on. Crawling into Yo Pablo would be awful. Just get stepped on by everybody.
The final frontier.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. That's where Spencer got in a fight.
That had been recent.
It was like...
Because Yo Pablo started up like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I think it was like 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said the floor was so slippery I couldn't get my footing. I heard that, brother. Yeah, I fell off a log in Hinton.
Oh, yeah.
Brother, I was like... I had like hang time in the air.
Yeah.
I was horizontal. It was bad.
Oh, my gosh.
Took it like a champ, though.
Yeah, I remember you were like, I fell on a log and I looked at you and I couldn't really tell.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you were like, I
didn't hurt as bad as I thought I would the next morning.
Yeah, the next morning, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Cody was like, is there bruising? I was like, well, not visible, but it feels like it. Yeah. There probably is internal bleeding somewhere.
We'll find it.
Couldn't tell you. Yeah. What can you do, dude?
What time did you wake up the next day?
Pretty damn early. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Like 7 something.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Just gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah, I woke up at like 11 and went to a tailgate and continued the party.
Nice.
And then I was like rolling up to Julie's show just like cold.
Yeah.
And a headache. And then this lady kept showing me like this elf on the shelf that was colored in green, and she was like, it's a 420 doll. And I like looked at her midway through my set. I was like, oh, cool. And then Julie brought her up for her set. She's like, tell them who you are.
People get too into 420, dude.
Yeah.
Going to a 420 show at a dispensary is wild.
What was that like? Was it just smoking weed?
Yeah, I mean, there's like, it's called the Pharmacy, and farm with an F. It's right across from JR's.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was like a roped off area for people who had their cards, and it was just like, if you can imagine a way to smoke, it was there. People were just getting baked. One comic, I don't want to say who, took some shrooms before they got there, and then smoked a lot, and they were bugging by the time they went on stage.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I think I know who that is.
That was very funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of two that you're thinking of.
Nah, I can't think of the second one. I only know the first one.
Yeah. You might be
JR
right.
and JC.
Nope. Neither.
What? Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. It was funny.
Swinging and missing.
Because they were kind of spiraling from the shrooms.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, like, we were joshing them a little bit. And then I realized that they were, like, actually not doing well. And I was like, you're going to be fine, man. Everything's fine.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I was like, you're going to be all right.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
That's good to hear when you're
He was like,
tripping out.
You joined in earlier. I was like, that's before I realized what this was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody texted him and was like, what do you want from Wingstop? And he was like, I'm sitting in my car because it's safer. That was the response to what do you want from Wingstop.
Oh my God.
It was fun. They pulled it together on stage, though.
Good.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh my gosh.
Remembered all the hits. It was a good time.
Oh man.
I mean, it objectively wasn't, but it was still, we made the most of it.
Yeah.
As far as shows go, it was just like, what is happening, dude?
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
By the time we got on stage, like the OKC people, it'd be like one person gets on, 5 to 6 people leave.
Oh.
And I was like 1, 2, 3, the fourth one to go up.
Yeah.
So by the time I got on stage, it was just like,
What the fuck?
yeah. It's like you're trading 1 for 5. Ugh.
Jesus.
What can you do?
Yeah. Did they pay?
There is rumors I will receive payment. I'm not holding my breath. We'll see.
Yeah.
I would like to.
$10.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take a 10 after all that tip money in Hinton, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you cashed out there. You raked that in.
Sure did, dude. It was funny how I did it too, because there was a girl from New York at the show, and they just gave her $60 like on a whim.
Yeah.
She came back. She was talking all big. I was like, I'm gonna go up there and ask for more. And I went up there. I was like, we get some liberal from New York, and you guys just give her all the money you got. I was like, I've been here 3 times. And they brought money immediately.
Oh, dude, that's genius. That is so smart.
I more than doubled her money.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
talk to me nice.
You got 160 in total.
141, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even take any of the pay money because I was just like, keep it, bro. We're good.
Nice.
Don't even worry
Yeah,
about
dude, I took that money and spent it right before the tailgate. I got a large 7-Eleven coffee, 2 cans of Zen.
it. Yeah.
I was like, I'm cashed out.
You got to get 2 at a time now.
Yeah.
They're on back order.
Yeah, man, I was scared. I saw the chills in. I saw like one of them
Yeah.
in them, and then they had a pack, but I got scared.
Where'd they have the pack?
They usually have them in the cabinet.
Really?
Yeah, they take them out. So if they're not up there, you can ask and they might find something in like those like tall 6 sleeves with the cellophane wrapped around them.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll usually.
I wonder if they'll sell you one of those sleeves.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Dude, I went to a gas station with Gal, and we were getting little ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah.
And they had Zins there for $3.84, and I looked at the wintergreen one. That was not Zin.
Oh.
Yeah, that was something else.
What
It was
wrong with
like
that?
it was like dark green. Like, you know how wintergreen's not like super dark? This was like very dark.
It's pretty dark.
Yeah, but I could tell something was off.
Huh.
Yeah, it just didn't look like it.
Weird.
Yeah, they're just selling us fucking detergent.
Just fentanyl.
Whoa, this stuff is great.
He OD'd on nicotine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
I could tell that place was a scam because they were like, buy one vape, or it was like, it had a thing. It was like, if you buy a vape, you can't return it. So if the vape's broke, you're fucked.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What they got going on over there?
Yeah.
I was watching an Instagram account before I came over here, and it was like The name of the account was like Scary Animal Encounters. About half of those should be switched to Hilarious Animal Encounters. One of them, I think it was like a deer farm, and this lady was like feeding some deer, and a fawn gets on its back legs and just starts smacking the shit out of this lady. And she's just like, ah! It was like security camera footage. It was so funny, dude.
Oh my god.
And also the amount of times, like, this lady went out to her car. She kind of lived in like a wooded area, and she's like running something out to her car before she leaves, and you see her like, she starts screaming and she tries to close the driver's side door, and it doesn't work, and she just runs away screaming, and a black bear hops out of the driver's seat and looks as freaked out as she does. He starts like looking around.
Like, what the?
Where is it? Where is it? It's so funny.
Oh, man.
Some of them were scary. Like one of them, these people were like diving in a river, and a crocodile sees them and gets in the river, and he's like filming underwater, and you see it swimming towards them, and the clip just ends.
Fuck. Dude, the crocs will bite.
Oh yeah.
Alligators don't though.
I mean, they will.
Yeah.
They're just not like as setting out to do it.
That's like scary shit. That and sharks.
Dude, now there's like a saltwater crocodile population forming in Florida. Because people keep buying animals and then just releasing them in Florida. I think like 90% of all the mammals in the Everglades are dead because pythons got released.
Oh, fuck.
So now pythons just run that shit.
In the Everglades?
Yeah. And now if a Nile crocodile population is enough to where it's like it's a wrap for gators.
Yeah.
They're so much bigger than gators and aggressive. It's not good.
Like, you're going to take over.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be the Florida crocs.
Pythons and Nile crocodiles, dude.
Fuck.
Because there are like American crocodiles, but they're small and there's like not that many of them.
Yeah.
Gators now, it's like... That was the thing with like that Disney World deal like a few years ago, where like I think a 3-year-old, they were like at some Disney resort, and there's like signs for alligators, and if you're not from Florida, you don't really believe it. But if you're in Florida, you like, I think they tell you if it's like 6 inches of water, act like there's an alligator in it.
Yeah.
And like a guy's 4-year-old got snatched. And like he tried to wrestle it out and it didn't work.
Fuck.
And everyone was like, "Oh my gosh!" But like my whole family was like, "Yeah, that's how that goes, dude."
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Your family?
Yeah. What do you mean?
You saw that?
No. What?
Oh. I thought you saw that live.
No. This was national news.
Oh, okay.
Like the country was like, "That's crazy."
I thought your whole family was like, let the kid in the water, you dumbass.
No, I mean, if it's dark though, don't be near bodies of water in Florida.
Yeah.
That's a bad call.
Yeah, the golf courses down there.
Yeah.
They'll be like, watch out.
We had a 9-foot alligator in my backyard when I was a kid. We had like a little less than a foot deep creek. So they just show up, dude.
It slithers in it.
They find water and they just chill. Yeah. They call like animal control. I think I had an old lady neighbor who like tried to set a trap for it.
It's fucking Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
down
she
there.
got like a chicken breast like on a chain. It's like, this'll work.
It's crazy. Like here, it's like, what are you doing after work? You're like, going to drink?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? We're fucking hunting alligators.
Trying to catch this gator. Catch the gator. Yeah, my dad was like, yeah, how about we just call animal control? I think like that would be better.
Yeah.
Animal control in Florida is legit. You got to handle stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like the Marines.
Yeah, dude, there's an alligator in my swimming pool. Help.
Oh, shit, yeah. That'll happen.
Yeah, here it's just like a stray dog is harassing my dog. Please come get it. I remember during the pandemic, I have a friend who's a cop in Moore. We went to high school together. And during the lockdown, like a German Shepherd like busted through a fence and like attacked a dog that was just like walking with its owner like on the street, and it was all like bloodied up and like in shock.
Yeah.
Like 7 cops showed up and he was one of them. And I was like, do you guys not have more pressing stuff than a dog attacking a dog? And he was like, dude, ever since the lockdown, he's like, there's nothing to do. We all go to every 911 call. Like,
10 cops show up.
Literally, it was like, there were like 7 cop cars on the street. You'd think it was like a human involved.
I think have I told this? I was in high school. Very similar. I was in high school. I was like 16, just got my license. And I was trying to get head for my girlfriend. So we picked a spot and we were going to go get head. And I was going to go get head. She was going to give it.
Yeah.
And we parked outside this place called the Allen. She ain't getting nothing, man. This is me time.
You know your place.
Yeah. No, it was this place called the Allen Dam, and it was like just a row of trees. And we start, we're getting ready, shirtless in the back, in the back of my car, my Subaru Outback, yeah. And like right when we're making out, I hear a knock on my window, and I'm like, oh fuck, I think we're getting robbed, and it's a cop.
Way worse.
Yeah,
I'd rather get robbed.
Yeah. Oh shit, man. Yeah. I don't know why I did that voice. Fuck. Golly, man. Private schools, man. What can I do?
Not much.
No, but he knocked and he was like, what are y'all doing? We're like, we're just kissing. That's all we're doing. We're just kissing. He's like, shirtless? I was like, yeah, just kissing shirtless.
Skin to skin, brother.
And he was like, step outside. We need to talk to you, both of you, because you're both under 18. And I'm out there rock hard in sports shorts.
Oh.
And I can't hide it. There's no netting in my pants. I'm pitching a full-blown tent bigger than the one in Hinton.
Yeah.
And I was standing there and he was like talking to us and he was like, sure you guys aren't on drugs? And we're like, no, we're not on drugs. It's like, because if you are, we're going to call your parents. And I started freaking out. And I had never done a drug either at that time.
Yeah.
And I'm like freaking out that my parents are going to find out. And I'm leaning against my car, like trying to gain balance because I'm panicking.
Yeah.
And I pass out and slide down my entire Subaru like a fucking bug, like sliding down a window. And I fall, I hit my head, I bust up, and I'm laying there. And then the cop rolls up. And the only thing I hear, I can't see anything, but I keep hearing him say, he's having a seizure, he's having a seizure.
Oh, God.
And so they call fucking 2 ambulances, 3 cop cars, 2 like unmarked cop cars and a fire truck, all to come attend to me. And so I'm sitting there, I'm waking up, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like I pass out all the time. When I was a kid, I'm fine. And the paramedic's like sitting, taking my blood, and he was like, hey, we might need to take you to the hospital. And I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. I'm fine. Yeah. Read my vitals, whatever. And he's cracking jokes at me, like, oh, it's your sister. And I'm like, fuck you. and he was like, if we can't take you to the hospital since you're a minor, we need your parent to come and sign you off and take you home.
Damn.
So I have to call my parents. And since I'm driving my car, she has to call her parents to come pick her up.
Oh my God.
And so my dad shows up, her mom shows up.
She's like, of all the guys I was gonna blow tonight, it had to be this dude.
Yeah, this nervous wreck who passed out. This panic-induced young boy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we broke up 2 months later.
Yeah.
And my dad driving home, he just started laughing.
It's the funniest.
He was just like, when I was a kid, I would just go home. I'd just say, oh, sorry, officer. And you passed out. He was like, did you think you were going to get shot? And I was like, I don't know. And then right when he pulls in my driveway, he's like, hey, it's just me that picks you up tonight. But at one point, you're going to tell mom.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I'm going to tell her. And you're not going to like the way I tell her.
Yeah, that's going to be
because I know what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I told my mom, and I was like, hey, Mom. I got in her study.
Me and my girlfriend were holding hands and talking about our feelings.
And the cops showed up. And they blew us up.
He took my shirt off. He put a gun to my head and made me strip, and I passed out in the middle.
Yeah, but I told her what we were doing. And then she was like, were y'all going to have sex? And I was like, no, what the fuck?
Come on. It's just oral.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, cops freak out. I remember we used to play like beach volleyball in the summer at this park in Moore, And one night we pulled up, and there was like 200 people there. There was nowhere to park. It's just like hordes of people. And like 5 cops showed up. And I saw how full it was. I was like, well, I'm not doing this tonight. So me and my friends are like standing near our car trying to figure out where to go next. I had my sister with me, and the cop pulls up and is like, all right, which of you motherfuckers are drinking and high? We were like, what? We're like, none of us. He goes, if you're fucking lying to me, I'll take all your asses to jail. And I literally was like, dude, calm down. We're trying to leave.
Yeah.
And then it became this big deal. I think they did end up arresting some people. But then I called my parents. I was like, hey, we're going to go do like this. I forgot where else we were going. And they were like, why? What happened? And I told them the whole story. My mom fucking called the police department.
Oh, fuck.
And was like, why are cops like yelling at kids standing around? And my mom called me and was like, hey, the chief of police wants to talk to you. I was like, Mom. So I go over there, and he was like, hey, really sorry for the way that guy treated you. He was like, he's like, we got a lot of calls about him tonight.
Fuck yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's no worries. So
get the chief of the police to apologize.
Yeah, so he would like, every time I was at beach volleyball after that, he'd roll up, and like my friends would get nervous. I'd be like, don't even worry, guys. Yeah. Walk over there and be like, you staying out of trouble? I'm like, yes, sir. Of course.
You staying out of trouble, bud?
Keeping your boys in check? Yeah.
Listen, I'll police this. You stay in your squad car.
White privilege is awesome. I like it.
Shit's good.
Yeah. That was funny. Yeah, cops freak out, dude.
Yeah.
Did you see that video? It's old now, but the guy, like an acorn fell on his car, and he just started shooting into his car. They released the body cam footage, and someone paused it right when the acorn hits, and they just circle the acorn. He like drops to the ground, and he like fumbles to get his gun. He's like, I'm taking shots. I'm taking shots. Bah, 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 bah. And the other cops are there like, what's going on? He's like, he's shooting at me. He's shooting at me. I think he'd already arrested someone. So I think he's actively shooting at a person in the back of his car.
Stonewall
just
Jackson.
Putting bullet holes in the back of his Ford Explorer. I think he got fired.
Oh,
so funny, dude.
Oh, dude. I would, you know how I said I could be on the front line, and then Pat was like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
I don't think I could.
Well, for the record, I don't think anyone listened to that and was like, you definitely.
I think when I said it, I was like, I could. I watched like 10 episodes of The Pacific, and I got fired up.
Yeah.
But, dude, I think I'd be a nervous wreck if I had a gun in my hand and someone was like, yeah, you got to go check this house out.
Yeah, or if they're just like, hey, there's a bunch of guys your age who believe the same things about their country. Yeah. Go kill them. Like, okay.
Fuck.
Sure. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Killing people's tough.
Yeah, shit ain't easy.
I think like we talked about this one time, but I think if you did murder someone, like if post-nut clarity is powerful,
yeah,
post-murder clarity must be insane.
Yeah.
Where you got this dead body, you're like, shit, I gotta hide this now.
Yeah.
I gotta scrub all the DNA from this place.
Uh-huh.
You're just like, why couldn't we have just used our words? Why couldn't we just reached a compromise as people? How many people have felt that, dude?
Yeah. Just being like, I gotta clean this up.
Oh, no.
I don't want to touch it.
He's got a family.
Dude, yeah. that would be like daunting. Holy fuck.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit.
I wonder if OJ touched about it in his book. It was like, if I did do it, I probably would panic a lot.
Well, it's funny. I think he had cancer, but someone was talking about like the stress he must have been under. Because like everywhere you go,
yeah,
it's just rooms full of people being like, that guy's a murderer.
Yeah.
Well, I am going to miss his quotes about the situation because they are for the books.
What do you got one?
I got a few. His most recent one was, I don't like to go back to LA because I'm afraid I might run into the killer and not know it. That's very funny. And then he got interviewed by the Nelk Boys for a podcast, and he was talking about like they introed the episode with just themselves, and they were like, he said that the murder is completely off limits, but we asked anyway. And they're like, they asked him about it. They're like, so who do you think did it? He was just like, next question. And then he was in that same interview. He's like, I think the judiciary system has its issues, but I believe in it. I was like, yeah, I guess you do, dude.
Yeah.
Got off with murder.
Yeah, dude. You probably love the judiciary.
Like, the system is tight.
Yeah.
It's got its flaws.
Yeah, put a few racks behind that toilet bowl.
Yeah, they put me away for memorabilia a little bit too long, but other than that, it's a damn good system. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Did I tell you his entire legal defense team has died of cancer except one person? All of them, dude.
Is it fucking contagious now?
I don't know.
Shit.
I think God got him back.
Yeah. Shit. That's
pew,
a,
pew,
that's
pew,
a sign.
pew. Cancer.
Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what a cancer gun sounds like.
Dude, do you watch Mr. Beast?
No. Absolutely not.
I do.
Of course you do.
I watched
Does that Nike hoodie come like that?
I watched a video today, and it kind of effed with me because he had this challenge where he puts 100 people inside of little like cubes. Okay. And he says the last to leave gets 250,000, and the 100 people are rooted from the ages of 1 to 100.
What?
I know, and I'm like, you have a 1-year-old in there, just in a cube by itself.
You have 100-year-old in there,
and then you have a 100-year-old, and the 100-year-old lasts a while. Like he lasted a day.
Well, yeah, because he wants to get out, but it's like a whole thing.
Yeah,
it's like I gotta walk so far.
He was in a wheelchair just sitting there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like that's like Squid Games, close to it.
That's the thing is like someone has asked this before, and I think it's kind of warranted. It's kind of insane the things he has people do for money.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing's one big social experiment.
Yeah, he kind of tests like how far people will go.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's fun." It was like he's breaking people's brains.
Yeah, he's putting money in front of them and making them make a decision that they won't agree with.
What age won?
What I can't remember. I think it was like 40s or something.
Okay.
Yeah, there was like a lot of people being like, "Don't eliminate me. I have no money. I have like 4 kids." Like a lot of that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's like Black Mirror.
Yeah, and people just talking about their situations and like begging. And then like all the old people like ganging up on the kids being like, "Get them out. They don't fucking need it."
Dude.
Yeah, it turned the people bad.
Yeah.
Like quick.
Of course.
Like after 30 minutes people were like, "Get them out."
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get no satisfaction out of any Mr. Beast anything. I've never watched one of those videos and be like, I feel smarter now. This was good.
Yeah. I was just watching it this morning, sipping on a coffee. Like, that's a good way to start the day.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't know, King Autism. He's just I'm a savant at YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember his early stuff where he would just say, like, Logan Paul.
1,000
for like 24 hours.
Yeah. Or he'd count to whatever, stare at a clock for a day.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
It is kind of, he did torture himself before turning it on other people.
Yeah, there is that element. Like, I've done worse.
There is like a storyline with Mr. Beast where he just becomes like a Batman villain.
And what part of the storyline do you think we're at with his villain era?
Well, I think someone close to him has to die.
Chris died.
Was that the one that went trans?
Yeah.
Yeah. That took me a second.
The old Chris died.
Yeah, Chris is dead. Christina lives forever. No, I don't. What has to happen? There has to be a Batman-like figure who arises. And then Mr. Beast's parents are at the mall, and a villain who's already around has a bomb strapped to his dad, and the Batman guy, let's call him Frogman, because he wouldn't be Batman, that's already taken. So Frogman is like, oh, I gotta choose which one to save, and he chooses the wrong one. And Mr. Beast loses a parent. And then Mr. Beast says, I'm gonna get Frogman.
And if I can't get him, everyone's gonna feel my pain.
Yeah, instead of a bat signal, you just hear like ribbit, like super loud. Frogman's like, I have to go.
Ribbit.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
It's gonna be Spencer with his little frog tongue.
Yeah, Spencer will be Frogman. He'll go to New Hampshire. He'll be at corporate with Timberland, and then he'll be just like training in the woods of New Hampshire. He'll be like fighting grizzly bears.
Hell yeah.
And he's like learning to jump like a frog.
He's gonna be a brawler.
Yeah, dude.
Have that Christian Bale body.
They have, apparently there's like really good weed in New Hampshire. So he'll just be smoking that and training to be Frogman. Then he'll come back, and Frogman will be in Timberlands, and I'll be the only one who, you and me will be the only ones who know it's Spencer. So the Tims, dude.
Yeah.
Frogman.
We'll be keeping secrets for him.
Yeah.
Be his eyes in the sky.
Yeah, dude. I'll be the Oracle.
Yeah.
Or Alfred. Or I guess in this universe I'd be Wilfred.
Wilfred.
Yeah.
I'll be like Boy Wonder or something.
Yeah.
Little sidekick.
You could be Platypus Boy.
Platypus Boy.
Frogman and Platypus Boy.
Platypus Boy.
He's going to call you Puss Boy for sure.
I'm stinky.
That's good, dude.
Yeah.
I think we just solved a lot of problems.
Yeah. We gotta write this down.
What do you think of the theory, like when you're watching a Batman movie, inevitably someone's like, well, there wouldn't be all these bad people if Batman wasn't around. He inspires them.
I don't think that's true.
I think it's always a pretty valid point.
I don't.
Because before Batman, let's just look at the Christopher Nolan series.
Yeah.
And Batman Begins, it's just the mob.
Yes.
By the time we get to The Dark Knight Rises, Scarecrow is doing like
Court.
Yeah, just fake court where he's like, oh, you're a banker? Death.
Death or exile. And exile is death.
It's just death, yeah. And a guy named Bane, who's on the craziest steroids you've ever heard of and can't breathe right, is just king of the city.
And who else they got in that? Catwoman?
Yeah.
But she's good.
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's all right.
I watched that with my cousin when he was like 24. Took me to see it. And then after he was like, dude, Catwoman was great, man.
I liked Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman in the latest Batman.
Oh, yeah. She was
good in that.
No, but the villain, the mob to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big jump.
Yeah.
Because the mob is just, that's a thing.
Yeah.
It's just around. They're in more places than you think.
Yeah, they are.
You only ever hear about like New York and Chicago and Vegas. Because like Boston has the mob, but it's not like, it's like Irish people mostly.
Okay.
Like Whitey Bulger. I watched The Departed last night.
Ooh.
When was the last time you watched that?
Last time I watched that? It was probably a year ago.
Damn good movie.
Oh, so good. Mark
Wahlberg just swinging for the fences, dude.
So funny. When he's walking by Matt Damon's desk, just flipping him off.
I love it.
So good. And at the ending is so nice.
Yeah, it sucks whenever Leo gets shot, dude.
Yeah.
It's the whole time you're like, our boy finally made it, dude.
Yeah, the pressure
he
during the whole movie.
Ugh. And then just pop.
Yeah. Dude, the interview with the lady, whatever, with the therapist, she gives him like some fucking pills.
Yeah.
And he was like, what the fuck is this? If you're going to give me something, give me a bottle of scotch and a fucking handgun so I can blow my brains out.
He's so good in it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister and her boyfriend came over, and she had never seen it, so I was like, oh, we have to watch this. done deal. And then I fell asleep, and then I woke up at the end, and I was like, what'd you think? She's like, I fell asleep in the middle. I was like, God damn it, dude.
Dude, have you seen Shutter Island?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? Did you think in that he was insane? Because I don't know.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
At the end, I mean, throughout the movie, it's pretty clear he's got insane mental problems.
Yeah, because like stuff happens, like he's in that little cave with the woman, and I'm like, that's when I was like, cat's out of the bag, he's insane. And then the ending was kind of weird.
Someone just pointed this out on YouTube recently, and they're like, oh, see, he's not. I'm like, no, he definitely is.
Yeah.
He's having flashbacks to the murder of his kids the whole time. That's not normal.
Yeah.
But it is like a crazy way to like get someone to not be crazy anymore. You just like play into whatever delusions they're having.
Yeah.
And then they just bust it wide open at the end. They're like, all right, you're good now, right? I was like, you just spent 4 days hyping this up.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
In a high stress environment. You just gave him.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I think he's crazy in that.
What does the ending mean? Because they're like going to lobotomize him or something?
I think, yeah.
And like, does that mean they just kill him?
No, they basically like open your skull up and just like dig around in your brain to where you're just like a vegetable after.
Oh.
So you'd rather be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, lobotomies are crazy.
Fuck.
On YouTube, you can see like people pre and post.
Yeah.
And they're definitely crazy before, but post, it's just like mouth agape, drool coming out.
Fuck.
They're not there anymore.
Yeah.
And everyone at the time was like, science is great, dude.
We're learning.
You just shut these people up. It's nice.
Yeah, what does this do?
What about Inception? What'd you think of that ending?
I haven't seen it.
You've never seen Inception?
Yeah. They still in Dream World? Is that the whole thing?
You can't tell.
Yeah.
They don't give it away.
Yeah, they do the die. They do it and then they cut it, right?
Yeah, and someone asked Christopher Nolan about it. And he was like, not going to say, dude.
Maybe I'll watch that tonight.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real good one. It's kind of like the precursor to Interstellar in a way. Because it's like, Interstellar is like pretty much impossible to fully understand. And Inception's very confusing, but you can still kind of be like, okay, I'm following it a little bit. Because it's just dreams. And it's like dreams within dreams.
Okay. I kind of understood Interstellar.
No.
No?
There's no way.
What do you not understand about it?
The fucking astrophysics of it all. That was a bit much for myself. But I don't know, maybe you're like Einstein level thinker.
I didn't think about it that deep.
Yeah.
I did not.
What was hard for you? The space-time continuum. That I found that a bit troubling.
Oh, you didn't know the main character's name was and his mom died? I'm like, yeah.
Dude, the scene where they're stuck on that planet, because I think I hate Anne Hathaway because of that movie, actually.
Yeah.
When they she makes him like miss the deal, and then they're on that planet for the equivalent of like decades on Earth.
Yeah, and he loses his kid's time.
He comes back and he watches the footage, and he's just crying in front of it. Oh, yeah. Matthew McConaughey, dude.
He did that so good.
I can't say enough.
That's like my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an all-timer.
So fucking good.
Hans Zimmer cooking up the craziest soundtracks ever.
Yeah, that was so good. I'll listen to that when I'm driving 90 on the highway going back to Dallas.
All the time.
Such a banger.
Yeah, the soundtrack he does the soundtrack for Inception too.
Ooh.
There's a song on that called Time. 4 chords through the whole thing.
Fuck.
And just makes you feel things, dude. Makes you feel things.
Dude, wasn't John was talking about he was smoking a little bit and then he did a Lucy. And then what did he text you? It was like,
well, he was like, yeah, he got the Lucy gum and he was like, this is nice. And I was like, sick. And then because I was waiting on a review because I've been curious about Lucy products. And then he was like, hitting the weed pen with it is super nice.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I bet. And he was like, I had to lay down. And I was like, you're leveling up, dude. And then the next day, I woke up to a text from him, and he was like, "Do you think time is real?" I was like, "Whoa!"
Got stimulated and high.
Hit me with that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Inception has a great cast too, similar to Interstellar. It's kind of an ensemble. I thought it was so weird. Matt Damon was in Interstellar for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, that was not.
And you hate him.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I love Matt Damon.
By the end of it, you're just like, you suck. He plays a good bad guy though.
Yeah.
That I mean, The Departed, obviously. The Talented Mr. Ripley. You've never seen that? That he's like you, honestly.
Talented Mr. Ripley?
You could have become the Talented Mr. Ripley for sure.
What does he do?
He's like a psychopath who like steals identities and stuff. I don't want to give it away.
Okay.
But if I don't know what that's on, but that's like in his top 5 movies.
Okay.
I forget the director. But yeah, it's like from the 90s. Got a young Gwyneth Paltrow in it.
Ooh.
It's a Weinstein movie. Which,
I'll champ it out for it.
Bad person, but damn could he make a movie.
Golly.
I mean, he could make a movie.
Yeah, man.
He made so many.
Yeah.
The list is like, it's just Oscar City, dude. Gangs of New York.
Fuck, man.
What a movie.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis, dude.
Great job.
Come on.
Come on, man.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah. I wonder who's in Hollywood now that's our new Weinstein.
I think after Me Too, everyone turned over a new leaf and everyone's a good person now.
Nah.
I don't know, dude. I want to get those Diddy tapes. That's what I want to see. Who did he incriminate?
Yeah.
Because, he was basically like a blend of Epstein and Weinstein.
Yeah.
Which is nice that it's not a third Jewish guy. I'm a fan of that. I think that combined with the Israel stuff, I don't think the Jews could make it out of that one.
Fuck.
It'd be bad. They're like, it's another Stein. Shit.
Dude, they had such a good track record up until then.
Yeah. Well, rape enough people, you're a bad guy.
Yeah. Jesus.
That's the thing. My sister's boyfriend came over last night, and I have Bill Cosby's special in my collection of DVDs. And I was like, bad guy? Hell of a comic.
Hell of a cop.
I was like, that special is great.
His work's good.
Bill Cosby himself.
Yeah.
I had a thing where he was like, it was either like a Patrice O'Neal benefit or a 9/11 benefit. I forget who was telling this story, but it was before everyone heard everything about him. And he was doing like, they wouldn't say what, but they said he was doing like an act out that was like incredibly dark and like no one was laughing, and he just kept doing it.
Oh, fuck.
And I was like, was he trying to tell everybody?
He's trying to speak.
What could the act out possibly be?
I'm so guilty. Oh, man.
Yeah, the stress of being a horrible, horrible person secretly must be insane.
And then having everybody love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're just like a sociopath.
Yeah, and you like the idea of that.
Ugh.
Dude, I think Caleb's doing that.
You think he's a secret bad guy?
Nah, not bad, but secret gay guy.
Oh, yeah. Could be.
Yeah, like he's taking the bit about gayness a little too far.
Yeah, but he's a lover boy deep down, dude.
Yeah. He wants love.
He wants love real
Give
bad.
the boy love.
Give the boy love.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
He does.
He really is like just a teddy bear that needs nicotine.
Can I hit that?
He's king of the vapes, dude.
Yeah. Oh man, he's done the merry-go-round multiple times.
Yeah, week to week, you don't know if you're gonna get Zins or
yeah, vape.
Yeah, it's one of the two. He bounces around.
Yeah. Oh, I've always wanted to try the patch.
I have no desire to try the patch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see what that's like.
I think it's just gonna be nicotine.
I thought it was weed.
I think there's gonna be a familiar buzz, and
Oh, damn.
I think they're expensive.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to spend more money on this. I'm good.
You just cut yourself and like open up a Zyn and pour it in there.
Ugh. Yeah, my boss was telling me he saw that I threw his in and he was like, "Do you ever wash your hands after you put those in?" I was like, "No." He was like, "I think I got some residue on my finger." He's like, "I put his in and then I rubbed my eye." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
What the fuck?
Just getting a little buzz in the eye, dude.
Dude, at this, I was popping Zins this week. I've popped too much. But at this tailgate, we were playing beer darts.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
I don't think so, but
You get a can of beer in a circle. Everybody has a can of beer.
Okay.
And there's 2 darts that go in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets to throw 2 darts. And if you hit somebody's beer, wherever the hole's at on their beer from the dart, that's
Yeah.
where they have to drink to.
Oh, nice.
And one of my buddies, we had darts flying, like sticking in his shoes.
Yeah.
And one of my buddies got nicked in the Achilles.
Oh.
And he was bleeding, and his socks had blood all in them, soaked.
Oh, no.
And then one of my bro's girlfriends, it was Ethan's girlfriend, came out with like a patch, like a medic.
Oh, no.
And then we walked to the game after.
Was he good?
Yeah, I think it was fine.
Okay. Yeah, if he was limping, that's scary.
Yeah, just fucking ripped a tendon.
We this made me think of this in high school. It was like me, a friend of mine, and this other girl who like I don't know. We weren't like friends, but we were cool. And we would all just like jack around in that class. But we were always late coming back from lunch, and the teacher wouldn't let us bring drinks in because she was like, "It's gonna spill and make a mess." We're like, "It's not gonna spill. Everything's fine." Well, this girl brings in like a 32-ounce sweet tea from Chicken Express.
Mm-hmm.
And our teacher gave us like colored pencils for some project that day. So we were throwing the colored pencils at her drink, and I stuck one in the base of it.
Oh, fuck.
And she pulled it out, and just sweet tea flowed all over the carpet, dude. The teacher was mad.
Oh, fuck.
I was like, well, she brought the drink
Yeah.
in. I was like, you told her not to.
I'm going to throw crayons.
I was on your side this whole time.
Yeah. I did that at a fucking restaurant, man. When I was a kid, I had a styrofoam cup, and I just pushed my straw in way too much. It went at the other end. And I looked like a complete dumbass.
My kids will do that. If they get a styrofoam cup in the back seat, just count it down, dude.
Yeah.
They just want to destroy it.
Yeah.
They'll be like soaking water. Be like, what happened? You like look at the cup. There's a hole in the bottom.
Yeah. I remember my cousin looked at me and he was like, "It's okay, buddy. I've done that too." I was like, "Oh,
thanks. I feel better now."
Yeah. I didn't know what to do with it when I had it at the time. I just kept like running circles. Then my dad was like, "Throw it away," and I was like, "Oh, duh."
Well, I asked for this. I got to hold on to it now.
Yeah. Do I have to drink it really quick? I was trying to do that.
Just holding it over your mouth.
No, I like it this way. This is how I meant to do it. It's like you flip the Capri Sun over and put the straw in it, and you're like, "I'm cool."
I'm really thirsty.
Then you realize you can't stand it up.
Did you ever, like, when you were a kid, did you ever have a balloon and then lose it outside?
Yeah.
Devastating.
Oh, yeah. Did you have one of those long cylindrical ones?
Mm-mm.
And yeah, we had those. And you would let it go, and then it would like fly away.
Yeah.
And then you'd blow it up again. And my brother got one, and he runs right outside to go do it.
Yeah.
He blows it, does a U-turn, and lands on the roof.
Oh.
He just got it.
Damn, dude.
And immediately he was just like, "Well, golly."
Yeah, like having a balloon on a string and it blows away and you just watch it for miles. Just this red balloon.
Yeah.
That should be in my hand. That sucks, dude. There's that thing. It might have been in New York where people let like a million balloons go at the same time.
Mm.
And it like messed up air traffic.
Just hit a plane.
Like, what do you dummies think was gonna happen?
We did that when we were kids. We had like a cul-de-sac party, and everybody had blow-up balloons, and we all let them go at the same time.
Damn.
Never see that again.
No.
But I remember I held on to mine. I wouldn't let go of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. That's so dangerous now. All the birds eating that shit.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. Being older and looking back, you're like balloons were awesome, but I don't know why. It's just like latex with air in it.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I think it's like there's life in it because it's sitting in, it's.
If you keep it around the house, it's just depressing.
Yeah.
Because it just loses air.
Yeah, it dies. Falls down.
You guys had a balloon around here for a while.
Yeah, one of my roommates came out with a blowtorch and an idea. And he was like, we're going to light it on fire. It's going to catch on fire, make a big flame.
Fun.
And we went outside to go do it. Did not do that.
What did it do?
We just burned a hole in the aluminum. It smelled like shit. And then it just slowly deflated. And then we walked back upstairs and went to bed. I think like 4 words were uttered like, well, that's not what we wanted.
Just a little nighttime ritual.
Yeah.
The thought of the 3 of you coming up and just going your separate ways without saying a word.
See you tomorrow. Good night.
That was awesome. Yeah. Hey, we should get another one of those. Maybe it just wasn't fresh enough,
Yeah.
You're really onto something, bro. This is gonna work.
Yeah, it was pretty fresh, but it was dying.
Have you ever seen The Notebook?
Yeah.
I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
It's a good movie. I cried.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Every time I've seen it, I've cried.
Here's what I don't understand about it. Girls are obsessed with it, and the whole thing is based on her cheating.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you write that movie reversed and the guy does it, everyone's like, that pig.
Yeah.
But it's a girl, so they're like, oh, it's her first love.
Yeah.
Now it's beautiful.
Yeah, because she kind of forgets about him and then goes with the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you could turn the tables on that.
No, it's a
Really?
comedy at that point.
Yeah.
You make it Rachel McAdams, and everyone's like, well, she just loved him so much.
Yeah. It is like so, like, it's a lot. It hits.
God, you were such a pussy lately.
Come on now. No, it hits. I'll say that. I remember watching that like 3 years ago in my apartment, and I just started crying. Like, will I ever find love? Oh my gosh, dude. So good.
That's
Because he's in a depressive episode for like fucking 5 years.
Yeah.
Gets back from war. He's like working in steel mills.
Yeah.
Meets this girl, falls in love. She's got to go. He's got to go work in a steel mill or whatever. He's got to go to fucking World War II, and he loses his friend. His friend gets zinged, and he has to go keep walking, in the cold. And then he comes back. She's not back. He just builds a house depressively out of all of his depressive energy. And there's obvious friction when they come back. Yeah. And like, you could tell like he just misses her so much. And the girl he's with at the time, like Rachel McAdams came to his doorstep to like re-accept him. Mm-hmm. And the girl that he's with, that he's like kind of dating just for whatever, she goes, is that her? And he goes, yes. And then she goes, can I see her? And he goes, yes. And then she goes, she's beautiful. And I hope you fall in love. And I hope it's as amazing as when it started. And she leaves. And then they fall in love. That's beautiful.
I have no desire to watch this at all.
So beautiful. You should watch it.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I solemnly swear there's never an opportunity where that movie is available and there aren't 100 other movies more enjoyable available.
It's so good. It's such a good story.
This is disgusting. This is a disgusting display I'm witnessing.
And then paired with her being in a retirement home because she has dementia, and him trying to reteach her how they fell in love and bring back the spark that once was.
Remember, you were engaged and you were like, this guy sucks. I'm going to go bang my old flame. And then that's when we rekindled. That was awesome. Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
Nah.
Harley was like explaining the movie to me about her having dementia, and like she was like, when she leaves and has sex with him at the house, and then she goes back to her fiance, the fiance is like, all right, I basically have 3 things I can do here. I can kick his ass, You can leave. And then I go, or I can talk to a witch and give you dementia. She was like, I don't think that was the option. I was like, nah, seems like it worked out that way.
Oh my gosh.
I've been wronged by a woman. I need you to cast a dementia spell on her. Please. I don't want her to ever remember Ryan Gosling.
Want to remember anything? She can't remember me.
That's such a funny thought, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, we're at time. Yeah. What do you want to promote?
Just Prohibition Lounge, May 5th. Come out. I think it starts at 7.
Yeah.
In Norman. It's on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Tyler Barris and I have a show.
June 15th.
Michael Murphy's.
Good me, venue. Nick Campbell, Pat Ferris. Wow, 2 Nicks and Paris and Ferris.
Perfect.
Barris and Ferris.
Yeah.
Huh.
Paris and Ferris.
Paris and Ferris.
Yeah.
Wee.
Paris and Ferris's.
Curtis is hosting that thing, and he puts it all together.
That'll be a good one.
That will be a good one. Yeah. I think that's it.
That's it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your cousin, tell your dog.
God, this is lacking passion.
Don't tell your fucking cat.
All right. Bye.